y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is Collective Comrade. Today we are going to be focusing on General Dogon. General Dogon is in Los Angeles, born and raised in LA, downtown LA, Skid Row, as well as South Central, back in the 60s. Anyway, right now, General Dogon works with the Los Angeles Community Action Network, also known as LA CAN, in Skid Row. If you don't know what Skid Row is the homeless capital of the nation. And a lot of the things that LA CAN does is, as an organization, they serve as a check and balance for the city of Los Angeles when it comes to homelessness and other human rights violations. LA CAN is an incredible organization. I myself was there doing my master's work. And also, but yeah, General Dogon started the longest running cop accountability, Cop Watch in Los Angeles. He and LA CAN put together a response team called Community Watch, and Community Watch goes out every day in Skid Row and again checks the police when they are doing human rights violations to homeless folks. I'm going to put some links in the description box below. General Dogon has been in many interviews and documentaries. He does a lot of tours in Skid Row when people come through. One in particular I'm thinking about is the UN Rapporteur for Human Rights. I believe it was around homelessness. But someone from the UN came and General Dogon gave them a tour. He also works with a lot of students, does a lot of student presentations and tours through Skid Row, and was a really large person when I was learning about state-sanctioned violence. His point of view really opened my eyes up to how the system works, especially with when I was introduced to these things. I was still like a Democrat, and Los Angeles is a predominantly Democrat city, so I was like, well, if Democrats were better than Republicans, then why are they doing this if they're Democrats, right? So General Dogon and the Los Angeles Community Action Network will go more in depth with other comrades at LA CAN. That was a home base for me for a minute. General Dogon is also my baby daddy, in case you were wondering. And I've done a Pass the Mic on here. He's the only one that we've done a Pass the Mic. He has an incredible story. And yeah, does a lot of work around police brutality and policing and looking out for homeless folks, looking out for the people that the haves have considered disposable, right? So yeah, go check out some of his stuff here in the description box below. I know there's a documentary, but he doesn't really like it, but I'm going to share it anyway because he's like, it was so long ago. One of the things that Dogon also has gone viral on the interweb for is this one time Eric Garcetti, the mayor of Los Angeles, this was a few years ago. I think it was like before 2020. It was before 2020, maybe 2018 or so. There was a refresh spot that the city of Los Angeles put in Skid Row because there's no toilets in Skid Row. People are shitting on the street and in buckets. There are thousands of homeless folks in Skid Row. And so LA CAN and other organizations pushed for a refresh spot, which was a place for people to take showers, go to the bathroom, do their laundry, things like that. And when the city was like, here, we did this thing you asked for, they had this big certificate ceremony, and General Dogon received one of the certificates and ripped it up right in front of the mayor behind the podium. It was superb and lovely. But I think one of the things that General Dogon does that I really respect, regardless of our personal situation, is that, I mean, he's a good baby daddy, don't get me wrong, but he has no fear when it comes to this system. I mean, dude has been hogtied, he's been put in solitary, he's been imprisoned for a really long time, and he will continue to get out of those situations and fight back. He does not, his resilience is incredibly admirable. I can't say that word right now. But the resilience of General Dogon is incredible, and it is something that inspires hundreds, if not thousands, of people, not only in Los Angeles, but because of his reach with documentaries and interviews. He has a global reach, and someone to definitely look up to when building community in your own areas. But yeah, all right, have a good one.